feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.
Oh, hello, everybody. We are live from Tulsa. I am so excited for tonight's show. We are at Innergistics here. This is actually a place called Broken Arrow, which is right outside of Tulsa. Super, super cool place. And if you don't recognize this amazing chick right here, this is my good friend, intuitive medium, Brandie Chrisman. Hello, Brandie. You're welcome. Yeah. No, it's so exciting. So we are going to double team. We're double teaming the camera. We're double teaming the earpieces. But I'm just going to take a couple minutes and just talk to you guys like I normally do, okay? And we've got a lot of things coming up here. Brandie and I are actually doing an event tomorrow night in Tulsa at a Marriott. So we are doing mediumship demonstration, and we have a link in there so you can get some tickets. But did we not have a great time last time we did it?
It was so fun. Like your energy in this space is like unmatched. And then I just feel like to work with someone that does not have ego, that is in it for just like the love of spirit. It was a great time. It
was a lot of fun. So much fun that I actually said, hey, let's do this again.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah. So we've got that coming up tomorrow night. And then Saturday, if there's anybody in this Tulsa area that is looking to really start your own business, whether that's a spiritual business, massage, musician, anything where you're basically going to be the brand of your business, then come take this workshop with me. It is unbelievable. I mean, really, because what happens is, the creatives haven't necessarily gotten the business training. And being a tax manager for 14 years, I really have this way of knowing, hey, this is what it takes. This is how the branding works, the advertising. This is how the tax deductions work, what you can do, what you can't do. All those in and outs will really, really be helpful, especially if you're just starting out. There's actually been veterans who've been doing it many, many years, and they still get something from the class as well. So if you're in Tulsa, that's going to be here at Innergistics. But this place is just so cool. They've got classes here, workshops, amazing mediums and shamans and light workers and yoga and all sorts of stuff here. Really amazing, amazing crew here. We got Cheryl and Lori, and they all come together, don't they?
They do.
They really do.
It's beautiful here.
Lori even makes me coffee. That just tells you how special they make you feel. Absolutely. I mean, someone who's given coffee for Coffee with Colby, they're okay in my book. So we are going to take some callers tonight. 323-992-3115. 323-992-3115. One other thing, I have just a couple openings for a private session. So again, you're going to have to be in Tulsa or pretty close to it. But in the next day or two, if you want a private sitting with me, you just call that number there at the bottom and you can book it. Lori or Cheryl will take that call for you. But let us talk to Brandie a bit, because I really want to know Brandie's story and how, because we all have these crazy stories of how we decided to surrender to this work. We can't say we chose it. We did not choose it. It chooses us. So. But it's like at some point you surrender. So tell us how you first got it or understood and then surrendered.
Got it. So when I was 14, I started dreaming about the other side. So I was a freshman in high school, and I had a friend who lost a sister, and I started dreaming about her. And she wanted me to tell her family that she was okay, and I didn't do it. And these dreams continued. I still didn't do it until I was 19, and I lost a family friend. And then I decided to speak to his mom, and then that just led to a journey of discovery with it, and trying to seek out tutors that would help me. And I was really blessed that the first tutor I had was very grounded and led me in the right direction that took me to AFC. And after that, I thought, okay, I've got to get serious about this. I've got to do it.
Yeah. So AFC is the Arthur Finley College, in case anyone doesn't know. I've had a couple of the teachers there, Paul Jacobs, Mavis, Chris Drew, Andy Bang. I've had quite a few of those great tutors on live with Colby Rebel. So yeah, that's the Arthur Finley College. It's kind of like a Harry Potter, isn't it? I know they must hate that. They must hate always hearing that from us Americans, but
I love it.
They love us, don't they?
They do.
We love them.
We're good.
I'm glad you studied and you listened to it, and I think too, just being responsible about the work and knowing that training, a lot of people argue about whether or not training is needed. Well, it's a gift and you either have it naturally. I totally agree. I mean, absolutely agree. But developing it to a level of professionalism, making sure that integrity is there, the ethics are there, is really imperative as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can all sing, but
the
ones who have training are probably a little bit better.
I got to tell you, it just really helps in many, many ways.
Yeah.
So now you've got a couple children, like 3, right?
I do.
Two? Sorry.
I do. I have 3. I have a litter.
Yeah. That's what I thought. There's a mini litter, a mini Chrisman litter. What is it like with your kids and you being a medium? How do they respond and are they sensitive?
So my daughter is 10. She's the oldest. And I think she probably has the most questions about it. And she wants to be involved, might come to events, which is great, but she's a little young. My middle child is 8, and I would say that he is the most sensitive at the moment out of the 3. And then I have an almost 2-year-old, and we come in, I think, connected to the other side. So it's hard to say with him, but my 10-year-old definitely has tons of questions about what mommy leaves to do. So
do you try to train them at all, or you just let them be kids and let kind of evolve what evolves?
I let them be kids. I think the less involved I am at this point in their lives, the better. Just kind of let it unfold naturally and see if it's even something they're interested in developing.
Yeah, I think I mean, listen, I'm not a parent, or at least not to physical children, but it is that fine line between supporting and embracing. Because, I'm always saying on the show, parents say, oh, it's just a bad dream. Oh, let's get those bad guys out of here. We'll get the monsters out. And, these kids are probably connecting to spirit, and the kids are learning, oh, that's bad. I better not do it. So, I say to parents, okay, so don't tell them that, but also don't say, oh, was there a woman there? Was it Nana? Because then you're leading them. That how organic and natural is that connection going to be, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So it is that balance, and maybe around the age of 12 or 13, maybe if it's still with them.
Yeah.
And can start to kind of.
I encourage my children to meditate. Like, we do a chakra meditation, particularly in the summer, whenever their energy is up really, really high. And then we settle at night with the chakra meditation. But as far as trying to develop their gifts, I think you have to wait and kind of see how long that connection is going to stay with them.
Right. But the one thing I like to say too is how encouraging is it though? Like I think in our day and time, the fact that we can embrace children having the gift, when people were like, what?
Yeah. You did
what? I mean, I remember telling my mom something, and she ran out of the house. I'm not kidding. We were looking at a house to rent, and I said, "Oh, there's a lady in the closet." Oh, that was it. We did not get that.
We're not going to live there.
So now, but my family is so supportive. How supportive is your family?
It depends on
the family member.
Yeah, the family member. For the most part, I have
a
really supportive family that once I kind of came out of the spiritual closet, was very supportive and very loving and nurturing. Both of my parents have been to events, so I would say I've got it good. But
yes, yeah. My family organizes the events.
That's amazing.
I have my mom, my 2 aunts, my sister, my cousins.
I love that.
They are amazing. And my grandmother is my financial accountant. I'm not kidding.
Gosh,
This woman, she's like, I don't want to say how old she is because she'll get, I don't want to.
A lady never tells her age.
But she is so sharp, and she sits there and writes down who it is, how many tickets, what money did she get, and keeps track of everything. How many tickets are like she's a great bookie.
Yeah, for sure.
So really,
my family
lucky.
is like listening and taking notes.
Yeah, this is start organizing for Brandie.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So it is such an honor to be here with you, and so exciting, and this is going to be fun. I'll try not to rip your earplug out. I'll try not to. We're sharing earplugs, but that's on the road system here. Right. But again, so I'm glad everybody is tuning in. I do believe we've got some callers. I just got a message. We have a lot of callers. So a lot. So here's the deal. We're going to start taking some calls. A couple of things, as I always say, if you are trying to get through, please turn off your speakerphone. Just you up to the phone, turn off all other noises, including husband, children, and pets, okay? No ringing, dinging, and blinging, as we want the clearest connection possible, especially since we're sharing an earpiece here. If you come forward and you're able to get through, do me a favor, let us know directly what your question is. We're not going to do long readings or go into many areas, so if you have a direct question or someone you want to connect to, please just let us know so that we can just kind of start diving in. The quicker we can dive in, we just are able to get more people through that. And that's really our goal, is to connect and help and answer and have fun. Yeah. And really like to have a lot of fun, right? That's it. Again, if you're one of those lucky ones who has gotten through in the last couple weeks, don't be stingy. Hang up your phone. Let someone else get a connection. I'll tell you, I would be the one on the phone all the time. I'd be like, I'm speed dial.
Yeah, I understand.
I have a question this week. Well, now I have a new question. But just for let's let other people get through as well. Okay, how about we do number 6? Tony, what area code is number 6, so I can let the caller know?
It is 209.
Okay, here we go. Area code 209. You are on the air with Colby and Brandie. Who is this?
Hi, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica. How you doing, baby?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm in Tulsa. Do you have a question for Brandie or myself?
I do have a question. I was hoping, actually a person. I was hoping to connect to my grandmother.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So don't give us anything. Let us work. Okay. And then if you have the connection first, just let me know. Otherwise, I will start talking. Okay. But if you do, just dive in and let me know if you're getting something or how you're getting in. We'll just play with her a little bit. Yeah. Jessica, I felt a woman right away, even from the sound of your voice, and I knew it was a woman. Would you understand, your grandmother makes me feel like, honestly, like I see her hands in a lot of different pots. So I feel like she was really good at a lot of different things. I feel like she was able to, she was really this powerhouse in the house. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody looked to her like she was the center of the family. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think she was.
Okay. She's giving me this feeling. Would you understand this, kind of directness with her? Does that make sense to you? Like, just she feels like she just would, look at that. She feels like she would just openly talk to people, not in a rude way. She's not rude or anything like that, but she gives me this feeling that when she is helping with someone, she's just really good at directing them, really good at that advice side of things.
Yeah, she was very sweet and good at talking to people.
Yeah, just, but really offering advice. I see her offering everybody advice. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I have to say, I also feel like there's this, I feel like I'm connected to the aspect of her that would definitely want to stay sharp. Definitely. I see her with the pen, and I see her with either like the Sunday paper, or I want to talk about doing like the crossword or something like that, just to stay sharp. Do you understand that?
I don't, but I can ask my family if they know.
Yeah, ask your
she
family and
did
then always
that,
put
yeah.
it in the Facebook comments, right? Because you girl, I forgot to tell the girl last week. She sent me this whole email and put it in the Facebook post of how she's like, oh my goodness, all this made sense. So it does. I also feel like, you know, what's interesting. I just saw a little ceramic. It looks like a little handmade dish or something. Did you make something for your grandmother, or do you have a handmade dish from her? I know that sounds so bizarre, but does that make sense to you?
I have a handmade dish from my other grandmother, but she's living, so I don't know. But it's like exactly what you're talking about. It's actually right next to me right now.
It's next to you right now?
I love that.
Is that what you said? That is your grandma telling you she's
it's next
with you
to
right
me.
now. That's your grandma telling you she's with you right now.
Oh, wow. That's
yes. Cool. Is that not crazy? That is awesome.
Yeah, it's right here. It's from my other grandmother, but it's right here.
Like, I'm just
I feel like there's also what's interesting though. Can I ask, do you have a picture of your grandma next to this little handmade thing, or is you looking at a picture?
I don't have her picture right here, but I do in the other room that I've looked at. Yeah.
Okay, because she's showing me a picture of her. It's not a real big picture, but I'm seeing a picture of her. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right. And she's also given me this feeling of I don't understand this, but it came in so quickly. I don't know if she's talking about I thought it was Rosa Lee. And I don't know if the name Rosa or Lee is in the family, or if she meant rosary. So do you know she would have rosary beads?
Yes, she does have rosary beads. I don't have them, but I have other beads that belong to her that are also very close to me.
Okay,
right
got
now.
it. I love that.
Yeah.
But she said
we had a rosary. We recently had a rosary for her, so.
Oh,
I love this lady. It's not. Listen, it's all her. She's the one who's like talking to us and showing us, right? Listen, Jessica. I just feel like you know, there's a path where I feel like you're trying to discover who you are or where you're going on your own path. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like she's just coming forward to let you know that you're ready to step in. Like, I feel like you're ready for that next level. And she's just telling you not to be afraid, like to go for it. So it just feels like there's a decision coming up, and this feels more career or something or schooling. But I feel like she's encouraging you and telling you can do this, empowering you. And that's just how she would be, just really, really supportive. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you want to close with? You're welcome.
I just want to say, like, this, I know the Sunday paper is important. I know circling.
Yeah, so make sure
Sunday paper is important. So just please
put it in the comments, okay?
Okay, I will. Okay, the Sunday paper doing the crossword puzzle.
The letters, so we have to sort it out. Like, you should find out if it's crossword puzzles or Scrabble that she would play. Yeah. Just find out, because I was thinking. So I wonder. Just find out, okay?
Okay, I will. All
right. Thank you, and have a good night, honey.
All right. Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
How cool is that? Don't you love that they come through?
Yeah.
It's really fun, right?
That was fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. You want to do another one?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's see. I got to look at just to see what colors I don't know the numbers or anything. Number 10, Tony, who's on line 10? What area code?
774.
Woo! Okay, here we go. 774. You are on the air with Colby and Brandie. Who is this?
Hi, Colby and Brandie. It's Rita.
Hey, Rita. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing so well.
She's doing great. Do you have a question for us tonight, honey?
I actually wanted to connect to my grandmother as well.
We're going to let these grandmas roll right on in. I got an immediate feeling, but do you want to start or you want me to start?
If you've got an immediate feeling,
I got an immediate. Okay, so and let's just see if this makes sense to you, Rita, okay? I feel like your grandmother is very different than this last grandma, because she just pushed her out of the way and says, "Okay, my turn. Let me get all up in here." So I feel like she's a little more bold, let's say, a little more talkative. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's giving me, I wonder if she would talk with her hands, because now all of a sudden my hands want to kind of move around. So was she kind of talking with her hands? Do you remember?
Well, it's interesting because one of my grandmothers passed, and I didn't get a chance to know her, but she was Italian, so that could make a lot of sense.
Look what my hand is doing. I know you probably wanted the other one, but do you know enough about this Italian grandma that I could talk to you a little bit about her?
I should. I'll try my best.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Because I do feel like this grandma, this one, wants to say hello. Okay, and I feel like she was very passionate and talked with her hands, and she gives me this feeling, though. I gotta tell you, she loved her family like very, very much, and she feels like she was like a big mama bear, like nobody better get in the way. Do you know what I'm saying? So would you understand her being very protective, or knowing that she's protective of this family?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And definitely like super like not afraid to share her opinions as well. I feel like if she didn't like the way someone presented themselves, she would say it. And she didn't much care what people thought about her either. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Now, I got an image, and I don't know if this is the other grandmother or not, because for some reason it didn't feel like the Italian grandmom. All of a sudden the image changed. So let me kind of go with this image with your grandma. So it could be either of them, but I'm almost feeling this is the other one. She gives me a feeling of always having her hair set back. So would you understand one of the grandmoms always having her hair set back?
That I'm not sure.
There's a
Both
photo.
So the grandmother I knew had short hair, so
and was set
but when
back,
she was
right?
younger,
Curl back.
I have like vintage pictures of her having her hair pinned back.
Yeah, exactly, right. And the lipstick I'm kind of curious though. Do you have the picture? Is she wearing pearls, or do you know about the pearls from this grandmother?
Okay, I have two pictures of my grandmothers next to me. One of the Italian one's wearing the pearls, and the other one has her hair pinned back.
I actually feel like they're both coming in. Yeah. They may be blending, I'm maybe not separating them enough myself, but I feel like they're both trying to step in. I got to tell you though, I feel like the other grandma wants to come in, but this bossy Italian grandma is saying, you know what? You never asked for me, and I want my moment here. So I feel like she's saying, listen, just because you didn't get to grow up with me doesn't mean I don't love you. Doesn't mean I'm not watching over you. Okay.
Right. Can I just say too,
right.
I feel like might be connecting to the grandmother that maybe you knew a little bit better. And there's definitely this tenderness that comes through with her. And I feel like I just want to sit and listen to you. And I know that this would have been a role that she would have played with you is you could come to her for anything. And she just has this compassion about her. Do you understand that, Rita?
Yes, exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Do you have this grandmother's name? Can I ask? Or is this name?
The Italian one, yes. Mm-hmm.
This Italian ladies. I'm sorry, honey.
I love how they're both like they've got their medium, and they're both going to come through.
I love how the Italian grandmom is really trying to out wrestle and out muscle the other part. That's just she's like back off. Rita's your name. Yeah. Let me just see if I can get this grandma, and then you can get the message from absolutely. Your grandma. But I just feel like Rita wants to, it is about that passion, and it is about following your heart. And I feel like there's something coming up for you where you've been struggling with your heart, or struggling with how you're feeling. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like she's saying, you know what? You follow your heart, honey. That's all you need to do. You're not going to go wrong when you follow your heart. And I do know that she sends you all of this love. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Any message from the other grandma?
I do. What she's kind of impressing upon me is that there's this feeling of isolation that has come with having to make this decision, or to follow your heart. And she just wants to let you know that she is there all of the way. She is still listening. And there's this aspect of like journal keeping or like writing to her that she just wants to kind of mention. So hopefully that makes sense.
Yes, that makes like so much sense.
Yay! There we go. We're tag team in spirit. Okay. Listen, Rita, you have a beautiful night, and lots of love from both your grandmoms. And thank you so much for calling in and hanging out with us tonight.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Okay. Bye.
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 I love that Italian lady, right? It was like boom, boom.
I loved
and then
it, though.
whenever your grandma tried to come in, this grandma's like, and then I'm like,
It's
the
my
hairpin
show.
back. She's
Yeah.
like, no. Don't make me get my wooden spoon.
Exactly.
So there we go, right?
Yeah.
Are they not the best callers though?
I love you guys.
They're-
This is
they're-
great.
I honestly, it's there's so much love and people get through, and it's super, super cool.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
all right, let's do another one.
Let's do it.
All right, we got this. How about Tony? Who's on number 18?
Number 18 is 918.
Salsa.
Oh, we got Tulsa in the house. All right. So 918, you are on the air with Colby and Brandie. Who is this?
This is Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer, how you doing, honey?
I'm good. How are you?
Ah, good. So you live in Tulsa, or you just calling from Tulsa?
From Tulsa area, yeah.
Yay! Are you coming to our event tomorrow night?
I can't. My daughter's coming home from college.
Oh, bring her. It's a perfect
Yeah.
time to bring her. You kidding? Like, let's
I might.
break them in
That's
early.
fun. Let's do it.
Yeah. Do you have a question for us?
What'd you say?
Do you have a question for us?
Yes. I'm wondering if any of my loved ones that have passed have any input as to the future of my love life.
Let me explain to you my perception, and then if you want us to tune in psychically to your love life, we will. Does that sound fair enough?
Yes.
Okay, so I believe that our loved ones in spirit, they're not gonna, they don't tune in psychically for us. So they may send someone kind of to us, but overall, it's psychically that we're gonna talk to you about your love life. So if you want to know about your love life, you're right here, honey. We don't go to the spirit world to do it. So
Word.
if you want to do it, let's do it. I think we should do it. I want to talk about our love life.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, you go first.
Okay. So definitely what I'm picking up here is this like long, frustrated road of finding the right guy. But I also feel like there's this feeling of like really needing to have gone through that to embrace yourself and know exactly what you want. So you kind of come out of this with decisiveness is kind of what I'm picking up about it. What about you?
I kept feeling like, I don't know if you've done, I almost got this sense of like online dating and you got really frustrated with it, or just like, it just wasn't going well, because I feel like I see a series of little dates and you just were like done, and I feel like it's been a while, and now you're saying, hey, I'm ready now, like especially now that your daughter's out of the house and you're home more. But does that kind of make sense? Like we had some dating and we're just like, oh, forget this, I'm not doing this. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Long road of frustrations. Yes.
All right. I definitely, so here's the deal. I absolutely see you with someone. I mean, to me, it's not even a question. And I gotta be honest, I really feel very strongly you can pull this in this year. Like it feels, honestly, I just keep hearing though, I see you trying to break out of your shell, but just try to break out of your shell, your comfort zone a little bit more. Like you're starting to get used to it, but you're still a little rusty at this thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it
You're
does.
laughing. So let's go over a couple rules. If someone
Okay.
kind of flirts with you, kind of have to flirt back, right? I know you're not so good at that, but you got to try to flirt back. You actually have to like make that effort a little, okay? Because I feel like you get a little uncomfortable and you start to pull in.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes. I'm very guarded.
You just have to own what you got. Like,
Yeah.
just own it.
But I see
Right.
this. She's so funny. She's like, oh my goodness, they're calling me out on everything.
Yeah.
And I'm in Tulsa. It's like, oh, wait till you go to the I keep seeing the grocery store for you. I am not sure why.
Go to Natural Grocers.
Oh, is that a plug? They better pay me for my show.
No, I just got literally was like natural grocers.
But there's got to be something about trying either a cooking class or a hobby or getting yourself out there more, because I just feel like this person, you're gonna meet them, but it feels like you got to kind of start putting it outside. I don't mean keep hitting you, but start putting it out there a little bit longer. But I see this man coming in. He makes me feel like he's obviously a little bit older. I feel like he's actually divorced as well. Yeah. I do feel like he's got a couple of grown children. I'm seeing 2 grown children. And dungarees. Do they wear a lot of dungarees here? Jeans? Do men wear a lot of jeans here?
That's all they wear here.
I'm seeing jeans. I'm even seeing boots. Is that boots common or not common here?
No, I mean,
I think he's from local. I think he's a local guy.
Down to earth,
very down to earth,
grounded. Probably, but probably not someone that I think that you would go, okay, that's.
Yeah, but she likes a guy with good hands. So, and this guy's got really good hands. He's got strong hands, which feels like that's you enjoy the strong hands. You don't like someone who's a weakling.
Correct.
Yeah, so he's strong. He'll toss you around. Don't you worry. And then he'll make you dinner. But you're good. She's laughing because she said that to one of her friends. Probably. I just want a guy who just toss me around. Well, he will. Okay,
right?
So anyhow,
I probably did.
I feel like and I do feel like there are some friends that are kind of working to try to start setting you up or telling you. I want you to start listening to these friends, because it does feel like there's something about this that is leading to meeting this person.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Jennifer. And if you change your mind, we're going to be at the Marriott tomorrow night. Bring your daughter. I'd love to meet her.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I love talking about people's love lives.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's awesome. It was awesome to talk about all areas, especially career and things we're all going through, because it reminds us that we're not alone. We all kind of have these same ups and downs or worries, or am I doing things right? Or how else could I be doing it?
Right.
And whatever that is for you, whatever area that is, we all kind of have stuff.
Yeah.
Don't we?
We do.
We do.
Me too.
All right. Let's do another caller, because we are on a roll. How about, okay, so we got 22, Tony. What number is, area code is 22?
Number 22 is, drum roll please, 757.
757. Okay, here we go. 757. You are on the air with Colby and Brandie. Who is this?
Hi, girl.
Hi.
How are you?
What's your name, honey?
My name is Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so excited. Oh, my gosh. I listen and I call all the time and I never get picked. But today I was like, something was telling me to call. So I'm excited.
See, well, there you go. You must need to hear something from Brandie. What were you looking for tonight? Do you have a question for us, or what were you hoping to have tonight?
I was hoping for a little bit of insight on where I should go next in terms of, I guess I want to say my mediumship, but just like life in general. I just feel like I'm at a crossroads, or just kind of like at a block, and I just kind of need a little nudge or insight or whatever you guys can offer me.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what I'm tuning into right now is just feeling like you're going in circles as far as how far you're getting in your sessions. I feel this kind of like repetitiveness, like I've been here before. Would you say that that's accurate?
I'm sorry?
I'm kind of just getting this repetitive feeling of not being able to break through a certain level within your sessions, within your readings.
Yes, that is correct.
Awesome. Okay. I mean, not awesome. I know that's frustrating, but right. Awesome. I'm tuned in. So really, I think whenever I get this way, I know when I've gotten this way in the past, I start to I start to want to reach further. So I start to seek a teacher. that can kind of break you out of it. So whether it's needing to seek a teacher to kind of go to the next level or get your butt to AFC, which is either in the college, then go.
Yeah, I think you are, what I heard, the reason I had that excitement, because I just heard Spirit say she's playing it safe. So I feel like what you're doing, you're either using a tool, are you using cards? Are you using something that you because it feels like you're playing it safe. Does that make sense to you?
It does make sense to me. I just actually picked up 2 sets of cards, and I play with them here and there, but I'm not comfortable with them.
Exactly.
Like, I like to just get what Spirit downloads for me.
Yeah. What's happening though is in the readings though, you're playing it safe. Yeah. So what you're doing is it feels like the information stops for you, like Brandie was saying, or it feels like that Spirit's left you and you're like, wait a minute. But it feels like you're just playing it safe. And so you need someone who will help stretch you and give you assignments that will help kind of push you. So, Brandie does mentoring. Mm-hmm. I do mentoring. Like she said, AFC, Lisa Williams, we've got the summit coming up. But I want you to really look at surrendering. You're still holding on. You're still trying to, you're not fully surrendering that this is what you're going to be doing with your life. And I think that's where that crossroads comes in. And I got to tell you, Sweet Pea, you can hang on as tight as you want. You're not going to win. You might as well just tap out, say yes to Spirit, and move on with your training and get done.
Wow. That's awesome.
Was that like an
That's awesome. That
you asked, so we're telling you.
I definitely do play it safe. I definitely struggle with a little bit of like the self-doubt, and it's interesting that you say, I need to just kind of tap out. Like I say, this is what I want to do. I've never been so sure about anything in my life, and I genuinely mean that. But when it comes to getting started and like jumping in, I just feel like it's so important to have people around you that are like-minded. And I actually had lunch with a girlfriend today that I just met that also does this stuff, and I'm so excited about it. But I live in Virginia Beach, and there's not very many people that I know or have come across that do this type of stuff. So I just kind of feel like Spirit put me on a jet and just dropped me in the middle of nowhere, and I have no idea what to do now.
Oh, well, listen, that feeling's never going to go away. They still just drop me out of it. They drop me into something all the time, and I'm like, you've got to, come on. I think they have the biggest sense of humor. They really do.
They truly do.
But it's so much love. Now, here's the thing with your perception about Virginia Beach. I know for a fact that there's a lot of light workers in Virginia Beach. When you really start doing the work and really surrendering and really investing in it, you're actually going to see that community, and it's going to feel so big. So I bet you are not out on Facebook or not joining groups yet on Facebook. Look for spiritual groups.
I truly have.
They're there. They're around. I mean, I could even, if I remember, or you can send a message in the comments, I'll send you a couple people that I know that are in Virginia Beach doing it that you could connect to. Okay. Yeah. And so.
Okay, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. Honey, this is, you can hear it in your voice. You can sense it in your energy. This is really what you're supposed to be doing. So
Thank
stop
God.
fighting it.
I honestly needed that. I needed those are the words I needed to hear.
Oh, well, there you go. Now go out there and be a rock star for Spirit.
Truly. Yeah, man, I plan on it.
All right.
Oh my
you
goodness.
have a beautiful
Thank you so
night.
much.
And look at this. See, I told you, you needed to hear something. This was your night to get through. It was your night to hear it from Spirit and Brandie, okay?
It was. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and God bless you both.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
I know that feeling really, really well.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that self-doubt and that worry and
just I think too, whenever you're kind of starting out and kind of sporadically through the last 10 years, your community will go through ebbs and flows. So it can feel like nobody's there when in fact They really are. And it's just a matter of synchronicity and kind of showing that to you. But I think we have to at some point make some sort of connection with spirit and say, listen, I am dedicated to this, and I want to go for it. And then, like you said, it will come, it will surround you.
Yeah, it really is. It's trusting. I think it takes such an absolute trust in spirit, and that's not always easy. I know when I first started, I was a tax manager, as I always tell people, but that was a great gig. Really did well, very reliable, always had a job. And I knew, I was going to do the Lisa Williams Master Teacher, and Lisa had just moved to New York, Lilydale. And so the last 3 weeks we're going to be in Lilydale, and they were at a tax season deadline, 10/15.
That's amazing.
So there is no way my boss would give me off. First of all, I didn't even have the vacation time. I'd already used it for her other workshops. So I didn't have it. I had no savings, nothing. And I was like, what am I going to do? And I was like, I can't do it. And she just talked to me. She's like, you're going to have to decide if you want to serve spirit. And I walked into the office and I gave my 2-week notice.
That is amazing.
And then with no money, jumped on a plane, went to New York for 3 weeks. Now I'm a certified master teacher, teach this, do this, travel, meet beautiful people like you.
Aww.
And I've never been happier myself. So if you're out there and you're thinking about doing this, or you're wondering if it's your path and you kind of feel like it is, you got to go for it. I'm not saying go quit your job, please. I don't want everyone's unemployment applications.
A lot of emails.
Yeah, Colby said, no, you got to be responsible. But the thing is you got to invest and you got to commit. I mean, spirit wants some solid troopers for them, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're running out of time, but we do have time for another caller. So how about let's do number 11, Tony. Who is 11?
Number 11 is a 860.
860. All right, here we go. 860. You are on the air with Colby and Brandie. Who is this?
Is this me?
Yes, it's you. Yes.
Hi. Oh my God, I'm so surprised that I came through. This is Nicole. How are you, ladies?
I'm good, Nicole. How you doing, babe?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to be speaking with you. Oh my God.
Oh, awesome. Well, do you have a question for us tonight?
I actually don't have a specific question. I actually was kind of just seeking a little bit of guidance.
Perfect. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of looking for whatever you have for me, really. I'm kind of open-ended with it.
Okay. I know the first thing that popped into my head, just the first thing that popped in was healing. So, Nicole, I'm not sure what you're doing, but it definitely feels like you should be in an industry or serving a purpose that involves healing. So that could be physical healing or healing of the heart, healing of emotions. So are you drawn to any energy work at all? Can I ask, honey?
Yes, definitely. I've been doing a lot of inner work. I've been doing a lot of research about healing work. And I actually have a friend that just moved to Costa Rica to open up a healing retreat center. And he reached out to me recently wondering if I'd like to be a part of that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, to me, and this, and I keep seeing your hands over and over and over. So I know that you're going to be using your hands with this energy work. Also, you should, have you thought about using crystals? Or I just saw a crystal in her hand. So have you ever thought about using crystals, or have you done any work with crystals yet?
A little bit here and there. I've kind of just started to collect a few, just kind of started doing a little bit of research and looking into collecting some that I've been drawn to, but it's kind of just the beginning of my journey with that.
Did you collect a rose quartz? Because I keep seeing a rose quartz in your hand.
No, that's actually one that I haven't collected yet, but I've been thinking about them a lot, and
a lot of the research that I've come across has a lot to do with the rose quartz.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
I do have to say that I think there's some level or connection to sound therapy also being involved in this. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's
sound
part of
healing,
it
like
as well. Yeah.
Sound bowls, maybe?
Sound bowls, but the didge, I think is going to be the didgeridoo. I think is going to be.
What is that, though? Just for the listeners who don't know what that is.
So that's an Aboriginal instrument that creates natural and safe levels of ultrasound wave when you blow through it.
Okay, so let's tell them like they're in kindergarten.
So it's a long wooden tube.
There we go. It's a long wooden tube that what?
That creates different pitches and tones that helps heal.
There we go.
And there you go.
My listeners are like, yes, thank you, Colby, because it sounded really cool, but I have no idea.
My apologies.
No,
yeah, I know exactly what a didgeridoo is. It's it kind of creates like a wavy, like a very long, wavy kind of tone, and I think that came from Australia, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, there you go. So. This journey of yours feels really, really positive. And, obviously we can't make decisions for you, but, I think your heart and your soul dance. It jumps when it hears this, doesn't it?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I've had my hand on my heart the whole time.
I think research is phenomenal. As we were talking about when we started this, training and research is incredible. And I want to encourage you to continue to do that. I would just suggest, though, don't get too logical about it. Like, I want you to start being it and feeling it and not just make it all mental. Okay. Because you just can overthink a little bit too much. And I don't want you to get all wrapped up in, you do, right? I hear you giggling.
Yes. Yes, that's one thing I've really been trying to do is follow the feel-good vibes as opposed to analyzing everything.
There you go. So keep following it. But this Costa Rica, doesn't it feel good?
It feels so good.
It feels amazing. So it's time to kind of take those wings and take flight. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. And go play a wooden flute.
Exactly.
I don't know why she didn't just call it a wooden flute to begin with. No. Anyhow,
I'm gonna have to hop on Amazon and set one in delivery.
There you go. Yay. All right. Your journey has begun, my friend. Have a beautiful night and so glad you got through. Okay.
You too.
All right.
Thank
bye-bye.
you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yes, no problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. I love to whisper. Bye. Again, just helping them on that journey, right?
Yeah,
she's gonna order that, and now she's, it's on the path. There's something about it, and and that's the gorgeous thing. It's working with people, and if you can even believe it, that we are at the end of this show. Can you even believe it?
That's way too short.
It flies. Did you guys have fun? We had fun. Did you have fun? Right?
I had a lot of fun.
Listen, it's been an absolute honor to have you here, and I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
I got to tell you guys, if you haven't been to Tulsa, I highly recommend it. It's a super cool place. Everybody's really amazing. You got to stop by Innergistic here. It's super cool stuff going on. I mean, really, really, really doing their part to serve spirit, to create change, and to really create a mind, body, spirit community here in Tulsa.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and thank you for all your service. And
thank you.
Can't wait till tomorrow night, girl.
I'm so excited.
Let's go do this, right?
Let's do it.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for anyone who shares, cares, love it so much. I will see you guys next Thursday night. Have a wonderful night, and thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sometimes I feel like a star, but only strictly where I'm famous. I'm in this for the longest haul, like we'll see where it takes us. I'm throwing back these double shots like whiskey here is weightless. Cause this career I chose was even riskier than Vegas, yo.